Hello, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Dani, and today I have a really cool announcement to make. I'm sure you already know what it is, not only because I already straight up said it on my community tab if you saw one of the last posts that I posted there, but also probably the title and the thumbnail of this video. So you know what I'm talking about. I am launching my own book club on Patreon. So in this video, I'm going to explain why I'm doing that, what that's going to mean for my channel, not much. I'll explain what perks you're going to get if you join us, and I will tell you at the end what the first book is going to be. So I've been debating doing this for a long time, and if you are on Discord, you know that I've been talking about it for a long time, and we used to do buddy reads on Discord, but that was never a priority so much in the sense that if it was okay for me if I didn't read the book at the time because there were other things going on. And this I want to make a priority because having a book club, like hosting a book club, is something that I've always wanted to do. I can't wait to have discussions with you, to have exclusive reading vlogs about that, spoiler vlogs. I've never done a spoiler vlog, so that's going to be interesting. So it's just something that I've always wanted to do, and having it on Patreon, not only I can add a lot of perks, but also you can support my channel and be part of this small community if you want to. If you saw the survey that I put on the community tab, I also shared on Discord and on my Instagram, you already know what to expect from the book club, but I'm going to share all the details here. First of all, I want to say that my channel is not going to change. The content here is not going to change. This is an extra thing because it's something that I really want to do. And it will not only, it comes with the book club, but a few other perks that I also would love to start sharing more. So if you want to support my channel, this is now the best way to do it. But I always have on my description on my channel that the first way for you to support my channel is to watch the videos, comment and all of that. So that's not going to change. That's like the main thing. But if you want to support it like more, now the Patreon would be the best way to do it. And believe me, I know that creating paid content is weird. It's been very common now for a lot of other booktubers and just content creator community as a whole, so it's not that weird, but for me it is a little bit weird, and I completely understand that not the financial situation for anyone is easy. So please don't think that you have to do that to support me. Like I said, watch my videos, comment, just like be here, and that's already more than enough to support me. This is an extra thing that I want to do to create, and if you want to participate and support me in that way, I would be very grateful, but that's really extra. But if you can and if you want to join the book club, let's talk about it. So I'm going to put here, it's good to decide. So if you join, you can help me create a better name for this if we want. But for now, I'm calling the Patreon our storybook. And if you join our book club, you're going to be joining the prologue of our story. So the main focus of this tier is for sure the book club. So the first thing is that you're going to get a poll every month to pick the book that we're going to be reading the following month. This is going to be focused on things that I like to read. If you've been following me, you kind of know what to expect. It's going to be adult fantasy, adult sci-fi, thriller, mystery, horror in that sense. We're not going to be reading romance. We're not going to be reading fantasy romance unless that's by accident, and I don't know that's what it is. Or unless there's something really big coming out that we want all to read together, then maybe, but the focus is going to be the genres that I typically read. And we're always going to have the poll in the beginning of the month for the following month, so you have time to acquire the book in any way that you want. If you have a hold on the library that's taking a while, you're going to have a few weeks to get a hold on the book, however you prefer. And because of that, the first month in September, I'm going to pick the book. That was a lot of pressure on me, but we're going to talk about that in the end. The second thing for the monthly book club is that you're going to have an exclusive channel on Discord to talk about it. So if you know, and I've been talking about that for a long time, I already have a Discord that is open that anyone can join. The link is in the description if you want to check it out, see what it looks like. And it's going to remain open. You can join that at any time. We can have a lot of discussions and just talk about life and books there. But there are going to be quite a few exclusive Patreon channels there. The main one is going to be for the discussion of the book of the month that we pick, but others as well about anything, about behind the scenes of what I'm working on and any other like life stuff that we want. We're going to grow those exclusive channels as needed, and if we see that we need an actual exclusive server, we can talk about that and when we get there. But again, let's start small, baby steps. And the next thing about the book club is one that I'm very excited for, is an exclusive reading vlog with spoilers. So I'm going to do a whole video dedicated for the book that we're reading, and the video is going to be exclusive to patrons. So the vlogs might include just the book, like just me talking about the book, or it could include other things in my life. If I'm doing something fun and I want to put there, it's going to be just like a vlog, a reading vlog, but focus on that book. But depending on what I'm doing, there's going to be more. And those are the main things for the book club. Now let's talk about the other perks that I'm adding to this tier as well. The first one I already mentioned, other exclusive channels on Discord, so anything other about life that we want to discuss between ourselves, between the patrons, you with me and all of that, we're going to have our little space there. You're also going to get your name on all of the new videos that I post after you join. So at the end of each video, you're going to have a list of names of my patrons there. And one other thing that I'm also excited about is that you can be added to my Instagram close friends. That's if you use Instagram and if you want to, but if I add you there, you can have exclusive content about me, what I'm reading, what I'm doing, probably a lot of cat photos. We'll see. But it's going to be occasional content. I don't have anything specifically planned that I'm going to be posting on close friends on Instagram, but there will be something here and there that you're going to get exclusive on Instagram stories from me. You're also going to get early access to pretty much every video that I upload in advance. So usually I film 1 or 2 videos and I try to edit in advance and like upload it for the next day or like 2 days ahead. And you're going to get early access to that. As soon as the video is ready, it's uploaded, it's processed on YouTube, I'm going to share a link with early access. It might not be all of the videos because sometimes I just upload it right away and make it public right away when I'm late with the video, but usually I do it ahead and you're gonna get early access to those. And last but not least, behind the scenes, sneak peeks of what I'm doing, what I'm about to film. It can give me suggestions. I'm thinking about filming this. You can suggest me or whatever. So you're gonna have behind the scenes sneak peeks as well. And that is it for the perks. The link for the Patreon is in the description, and there's already a public post there explaining kind of what I went through, especially with the book club part. It's a public post that you can read and very detailed. But if you have any other questions, feel free to ask me either on the comments on this video or on the comments on the Patreon post. And as we get this Patreon started, this little community, this book club that I'm so excited about, you're going to be able to see what I'm planning next. So I have really cool ideas for like an extra, like a new tier for Patreon, but I'm not doing that now. But we could do lives, we could do you picking books for me, or you picking prompts for the M&ms board. All of that are things that I might want to include, and you can try it out as I'm testing. I'm also thinking of doing like a year-long readathon with prompts that we want to complete next year. There's a lot that I think about that you're going to hear firsthand if you're on Patreon, but they're not included on this tier right now. Just like if I decide to do a live, it's probably going to be for Patreon. So all things like that, like there could be more, but I'm promising the things that are on the list. When you go into Patreon, you will see how much it costs in your currency if it's supported by Patreon. They have a pretty big list of supported currencies, but so you can see how much it is in your currency. And like I said, if you cannot put that in your budget right now, that's fine. You're still going to know what books you're going to be reading because it's going to be on my TBR. So if you want to unofficially read the same book as me, you're welcome to do that. The book's also going to be on my wrap-ups at the end of the month. You're just not going to get the exclusive vlog or the exclusive discussion on Discord or the voting power or the other things, but you know what I mean. Oh, there is one very important thing. So the Patreon is open starting now. So if you want to join right now, you can, but the first month for the book club is going to be in September. So I'm not going to start doing any of the book discussion part until September comes. But if you want to join now, if you want to support my channel starting today, thank you so much for that. And we're going to have the Discord channels and all of that. We're going to be able to just talk and get to know each other on Discord. And if you want, I can also already add you to the close friends. So if you join now, there's not going to be a lot of the book club part until the end of August. But starting September, we'll have the discussion. And in the first week of September, you're going to get the poll to vote for the book that we're reading in October. And I also wanted to share that in September, I'm going to be on vacation for 10 days and I'm going to be traveling. So that means that I might not talk too much on Discord at that time that I'm traveling. You will know when that is. But also it means that I could have more content for Instagram. So just so you know that that's happening. But I'm very excited to share some of the places that I'm going to be going on the trip, and I'm probably, maybe, gonna have a chance to film the vlogs in the trip for the Patreon, so we'll see. But now let's talk about the book that I picked for us in September. Like I said, this was really hard. It's a lot of pressure, and I'm sure it's not gonna work for everyone, but I tried to pick something that it's very me, but also a lot of people could find something to enjoy. And that's why I picked 6 short stories instead of a book. And that is the Far Reaches collection on Amazon. There's, like I said, 6 short stories. They're not related one to the other. They're all by kind of famous authors. I think all of them. Yeah, they're all by very famous authors. Some that I have read before, some that I have not, that I want to. So I think we can all find something that we like there, that we would enjoy. And it is a sci-fi collection the same way that the Forward collection was, that I read last year or the year before, I think. That had Summer Frost by Blake Crouch, which was one of my favorite stories that I've read. So this one, I'm also hoping to find some new favorites. And if you want to just read one, you can just watch the vlog for that one. Or if you want to read all 6, you can watch the vlog for the whole thing and discuss the whole thing in September on Discord. So here are the 6 stories. It is How It Unfolds by James S. A. Corey, which is the same author that wrote the Expanse series that I have not read yet. Then we have Void by Veronica Roth, who wrote Poster Girl, Divergent, Our Conspirator. Then we have Falling Bodies by Rebecca Roanhorse, which I think is the author of Black Sun. Yes, the author of the Black Sun series. Then we have The Long Game by Anne Leckie. She wrote Ancillary Justice, the whole series. I don't remember if just the first one or the whole series won like Hugo Nebula Awards, things like that, but I haven't read anything by her. We also have Just Out of Jupiter's Reach by Nettie Okorafor, who wrote The Katowicz and Binti, is that it? Yes, she wrote Binti, which I really enjoyed. And last but not least, Slow Time Between the Stars by John Scalzi, wrote a lot of books, but more recently I read The Kaiju Preservation Society by him, and I also want to read other books that he wrote, but that was the one that I've read. So these are all really famous authors, and I'm sure we can find something that we like in there. They're all free on Amazon Prime or Kindle Unlimited if you have one of those. So hopefully that will make it a little bit easier to have access to these stories. But that's what we're reading for September, for the first month. And like I said, in the beginning of September, I'm going to give you a few books to pick from for us to read in October, and we start from there. I think that's it. If you still have any other questions that I have not answered, please ask on the comments. And if you're joining, welcome and thank you. We're gonna have a lot of fun. I really hope you enjoyed this announcement. Remember to like and subscribe. Even if you're not joining us on Patreon, you can support me that way. And thank you for joining me. Bye!